When you think of Brazil, you probably think of lush beaches teeming with excitement or surgeons that will alter any part of your body for $45. But I want to let you know that a country is not just the sensational stories written about it. And I want to make an argument as to why this is a place that you probably wouldn't want to move to. So in this video, I'll be going over the top 10 reasons to never move to Brazil. Number 10, McDonald's. You can get a good idea about a country's cuisine and taste by looking at their McDonald's menu. In each country McDonald's is located in, they try to augment their menu just a little bit to better fit the tastes of that country. And Brazil is no different. If you look at their menu, you could buy something like the Bacon McRings, which is 2 buns, a beef patty, cheese, chicken nuggets, and onion rings all smashed together. There's also something called the Caldo e Fredo Caramel, which is soft serve and hot apple syrup poured in and 2 apple pies dunked into it. But you know what? I'm happy that I have viewers like you that aren't interested in low nutritional, high calorie, disgusting foods like that. And so, how about you go and get yourself a Cobb salad? Number 9, connection to the body. Culturally, Brazilians have a connection to the body. If you look at art forms like samba dancing or martial arts forms like capoeira, events like carnival, you can see that the Brazilians are passionate and they know how to move. Me, I don't really have a connection to the body. When I move my left leg, my right leg actually moves. I've been talking to people, like professionals, about this for a while, that my right leg, I try to move my right leg, but the left leg moves. That's why I can't go to Brazil. Number 8, fashion. On a day out at the beach, you can't be too shy because everyone's going to be showing a little bit of everything. The women like to wear itty bitty bikinis and the men like to wear something called a sunga, which is a very small Speedo. And I'm going to let you know something. When I'm at the pool in America, you know I'm wearing the double XL tee. I'm wearing the double XL Mickey Mouse tee, and it's down to my knees. I'm not showing anything. And I'm wearing the trunks that go down to, they look like capris. I'm wearing the trunks that look like capris. So I don't know how I'm going to fare in Brazil. Number 7, Portugal. Brazil is the only country in South America that speaks Portuguese. And that makes sense. Brazil was a Portuguese colony for over 300 years. And when I think about it, I don't really know of any Portuguese people. I don't know any famous Portuguese people. You know, I can think of a lot of famous Spanish people, Guillermo del Toro, Selma Hayek, Hilaria Baldwin. It's endless. Number 6, urbanization. A percentage of Brazilians live in favelas. Favelas are densely packed shanty towns, often at the outskirts of cities. And I can't really live in a densely packed area because I need a garage right now. And if you're wondering why I need a garage, it's because, I'll let the announcement out, I'm starting a band. And we're going to be making ska covers of 50 Cent songs. And we have our first gig next week. So, tell a friend. Number 5, political mayhem. So there's this former president of Brazil named Bolsonaro. Bolsonaro is like the Brazilian Donald Trump. He's like if Donald Trump had a BBL. And this Brazilian Trump, in typical Trump fashion, he had all of his followers descend onto the Brazilian Congress building and cause havoc. And something that I wonder about these leaders, about these presidents, these former presidents, why do they want to cling on to power so bad? Me personally, I don't even want to be president. You could keep the job. I would much rather work at Trader Joe's because instead of having the responsibility of 300 million people and pleasing my constituents, I think I could handle the responsibility of making sure that all the seasonal products are loaded up in the right place. Because if I was at Trader Joe's would be so sick. I'd be doing my own thing. I'd be like a lone wolf. I'd be a lone wolf at Trader Joe's. Number 4, the Amazon. More than 60% of the Amazon rainforest is located in Brazil. And I think compared to being in the US, that would mean that you have a 60% higher chance of meeting a poison dart frog. But I do like the Amazon. I think the Amazon has a lot of cures to things that we're not even sure of yet. The cure to cancer might be in the Amazon rainforest. The cure to diabetes The cure, I even get something called Raynaud's disease, where if it gets really cold outside, all the blood in my palms goes away and my palms just become really white. And I think the Amazon rainforest has that cure in there too. Number 3, prison conditions. South American and namely Brazilian prison conditions will have you thinking that U.S. prisons are the Waldorf Astoria. Because at least in U.S. prisons, they're horrible, but at least in U.S. prisons, you see videos of men flexing having packets of ramen and bags of Doritos and a phone in jail for some reason. In South American prisons, for dinner you would have municipal sludge with a side of gruel and something else nasty that I can't really think of right now. Number 2, inflation. Inflation is a huge issue in Brazil right now. For the last 6 months, the Brazilian central bank's interest rates have stood at 13.75%. And to that I say, damn! To be honest, I don't really know anything about inflation or the economy. I don't really try to get in the weeds of stuff like that. To me, the thing about inflation is that if I'm at the grocery store in 2022 and there's a box of Captain Crunch and the Captain Crunch is $3, and then if I get Captain Crunch again in 2023 and it's $3.30, I don't see what the big deal is. That's just 30 cents extra. For me to not buy Captain Crunch, it would have to be $7. And at that point, I would wage war. But until then, it's not a big deal. And the number 1 final reason why you should never move to Brazil: corruption. According to Forbes, Brazil is losing over $53 billion a year to corruption. And even though the quality of life for Brazilians has increased over the last 40 years, corruption does remain pretty rampant among politicians. But to be honest, I think I understand the politician's perspective. Because if I did all this work to raise your quality of life, everyone's quality of life, hundreds of millions of people, I would wonder, when do I get paid? When does Big Dog get paid? So leave a comment and let me know what your favorite type of corruption is, a kickback or a bribe. But anyway, those are the top 10 reasons to never move to Brazil.